Now on Channel 4, in a change to our scheduled programming, we look forward to this year's Judge Hardy Plate Golf Tournament over at Plate Golf World.
Hello and welcome to Plate Golf World with me, Fraser Putter Prince. In today's show, we look forward to the 2018 edition of the Judge Hardy Plate Golf Tournament, which promises to be the biggest and best yet. So today, we'll have a quick look at all of the goings on at last year's final, have a short refresher of the rules, plus we'll also take a bird's eye view of this year's course layout. And in an exclusive interview, we'll also be hearing from last year's winner. The 2017 JHPGT final was a tightly contested affair. A four-man qualifying playoff saw Pete Chukta join Mike Swaby, Dean Kerr, Callum Ross, and of course, Kenny Toms in the final. The thrilling combination of debutants and veterans certainly didn't disappoint. Here's what happened.
It's a bit tighter this year, eh?
Everyone's enjoying themselves.
You know, go for the win. Go for the big win.
Me and Wilson, that's the team. And Wilson's going to win it. As Wilson's going to win it for me, I'm going to win it for Wilson.
It's like I've got this phrase of hamster with machine gun. So when you Google hamster with machine gun, what you will find? You'll find a picture of hamster with machine gun. It doesn't exist.
It's not happening so far.
Get in there! We want Pete! We want Pete! Come on!
I'm going to win it. Not like could I win it. I'm actually going to win it.
Jesus. Dean in the lead on 22. It's going to be amazing or terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. Fucking DOS, man.
Like Mother Nature's with me, you know?
So Dean T-Bone Kerr took home the silverware. his fellow competitors had no answer to his explosive short game. He was a truly worthy winner, and we'll be hearing more from him later on in the programme. Now on to this year's event. Everyone here at Plate Golf World is thrilled to have so many new participants in 2018, with around a third of this year's player roster being JHPGT first-timers. I'd like to personally welcome you all to our noble sport, and may I wish you an enjoyable and potentially victorious event this year. And in an extension of our already extensive international ties, may I offer a guten Tag to our debut German competitors. With so many plate golfers making their debuts this year, we here at Plate Golf World thought it would be prudent to have a quick refresher of the basic rules of plate golf. You'd be best advised to pay particular attention to Rule 2, the point of play.
Rules of plate golf. Rule 1. Dress code.
All players must be dressed appropriately in accordance with plate golf regulations. This poor chap simply hasn't got it right, has he? There. Much better. Hands off, ladies. This man has a game to win. Now we are ready to hit the links.
Rule 2. Point of play.
All players must throw their plates from the tee area or from exactly where they land mid-game. Oh dear. Our chap is trying to outfox the officials by employing the fabled Hardy two-step maneuver. Come now, sir. One must keep one's foot exactly in the spot that the plate last landed. There. Much better. Tip-top.
Rule 3. Playing etiquette.
All standard etiquette rules of standard golf apply to plate golf. Here's our man thinking he can stand wherever he bally well pleases. I say, out of the way, you great oaf! Did you just finish the round without shaking hands? Oh dear, oh dear. Get back there immediately. Now you can return to the clubhouse for that well-earned G&T.
Rule 4. Losing your plate.
If a competitor cannot locate his plate after a shot within a 5-minute window, that competitor incurs a 5-shot penalty, receives a new plate to replace his lost one, and has to tee off from that hole again. That's right, sir. You better keep an eye on that little beauty.
Rule 5. Putting and diving.
Is your shot game a little on the rusty side? Then perhaps you can try the deadly and dangerous art of dive putting. Players must execute diving putts from a position which has at least 1 foot on the spot at which the plate last landed. There are 3 popular variations that our man will now demonstrate. The first is the two-handed Yantha, quick release diving style. Well done, sir. The spirit of the Yantha is strong in this one. Just watch out for those ribs. Ouch. The second is the stylish one-handed diving putt, often referred to as the Frenchie. Bravo! Très bien, monsieur! And the third is the two-handed O'Toole dive, favoured by our Celtic cousins. Hold on for dear life and give it all you've got, old chap. Oh, Jesus! Fair play to you, man, there. And remember, these shots are recommended for putting play only. Oh, dear me. There's no use in teeing off with one, is there, sir?
Rule 6. Out of bounds.
If a plate is deemed out of bounds or unplayable, that player must add 1 shot to that hole's final total. Don't fret, my man. You'll be informed of the course boundaries before the start of play. There we have it, all the rules of plate golf. Now, let's get out onto the fairways and have a jolly old time.
Both the 2016 and 2017 editions of the JHPGT were held here at Douglaswood. So whether you've been in attendance over the last couple of years, or if it's your first time here at these hallowed fairways, here's a quick guide to this year's course layout. Teeing off behind the large clubhouse, pin 1 can be located via a short, well-placed drive through the trees. We then dip down to pin 2 before playing straight through the campfire area to pin 3. There's ample room on the 4th pin for a good solid drive, then it's through a gap in the trees into the forest for pin 5, a much trickier prospect than it seems. The front line continues through the woods and onto pin 6. Here we find the most physically challenging part of the course with rough terrain. Pin 7 is located next to the large pillbox gateway. Please be wary of the water hazard hidden between pins 6 and 7, as lost plates will include a 5-shot penalty as standard regulation dictates. The journey to pin 8 leads us through a long alleyway, perfect for those long straight drives, which is lined with low-hanging trees on the right and very rough ground on the left. The section of the course then opens up to find pin 8 located in an open area. It leads on to pin 9 that finishes in front of the covered spectators area. After some liquid refreshment and a short comfort break, it's out onto the back 9. Here we see excellent opportunities for the long hitters and the dive putters. Teeing off towards pin 10, we are taking down a long straight fairway, perfect for those with a steady nerve and accurate aim. Then it's on between a distinctive pair of trees through to pin 11. Now, pin 12 might be the shortest found on the back 9, but it's deceptively difficult. Patience, cunning, and a good short game is required here. Pin 13 is found nestled perfectly in a small glade, but be careful as there is heavy rough to both sides on your approach to the pin. From here the course opens out. Pin 14 is the longest at the Douglaswood Championship, so keep a cool head and your drives on target. Pin 15 offers some redemption for the high scorers with a straightforward drive and putt, and that should be achievable in 2 throws. It's then on through the trees to pin 16, which sits out in the open. With soft ground on the foot, it is perfect at dive putting conditions. Pins 17 and 18 are relatively short affairs, with the back 9 concluding near the covered spectators area. Last year's JHPGT was won by a first-timer, Dean Kerr, successfully following in the footsteps of his older brother Lee, the JHPGT champion from way back in 2014. This made the Kerrs the joint most successful plate golfing family of all time, alongside the Swavies, who have also had magnificent sibling successes over the years with Mike and Steve. Now looking ahead to this year, could Dean be the first ever player to win back-to-back titles? We've already seen his incredible dive putting technique in last year's highlights reel, but let's find out more about Dean Kerr, who is looking like the man to beat in 2018.
I felt like I was losing a lot of shots on the short game, and then when it came to the final, I knew that I needed to step up a gear. Any shot, there's no shot I can't do, basically. If there's a shot I need to do, I'll throw everything into it. I think a lot of people maybe worry about taking the dive putt, and I think that's when people drop shots. So if I'm there and I can do it, I'll fly. I'll do it. If it's within my reach, yeah, easy. I mean, obviously, yeah, to be humble, there's a few guys that, you know, might do well, or at least get to the finals. Obviously, the Swabies, they're up there. They're on the trophy. I could wash all over them, to be honest. As you say, there's going to be a few people turning up this year that weren't there last year. Am I scared by that? No. I know there was the past finalist, he was there. What's the guy called? The one out the year before? Graham Anderson. Well, I'd like to see what he has to say about me taking this title. So, you know, Graham, let's give it your best. Judge Hardy, Big Paul. Never seen him play. Like to see that. See if he's any good. 2 in a row, big 2018. Big Dean Carer's name's going to be right in that trophy. I think it's, yeah, 2018. Yeah, I'm the man. I am plate golf champ of all time. I'll be 2018. I'll be 2019. I'll be 2030 plus. Because that's what I do. I'll putt, I'll dive, I'll do anything to win. End of the day. 2017, baby. It's me. And 18. So, we'll see.
Well, that's some pretty confident talk from Dean there, but only time will tell if he can make plate golfing history and win the silverware for a second consecutive year. So all that remains for me to do is to wish you all the very best of luck out there on the course. May your drives be long, your dives precise. Hold your nerve and stand tall. All the best at this year's Judge Hardy Plate Golf Tournament to one and all. May the best man win. Oh, and as tradition dictates, and as we're such a cultured bunch here at Plate Golf World, we'll finish today with some poetic words of inspiration, featuring some familiar faces from plate golf tournaments past and present. I've been Fraser Putter Prince, and I'll see you next time, right here on Plate Golf World. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.
If you think you are beaten, you are.
If you think you dare not, you don't.
If you'd like to win, but think you can't,
it's almost a cinch you won't.
If you think you'll lose, you've lost.
For out in the world we find
success being with a fellow's will.
It's all in the state of mind.
If you think you're outclassed, you are.
You've got to think high to rise.
You've got to be sure of yourself before
you can ever win a prize.
Life's battles don't always go
to the stronger or faster man.
But sooner or later, the man who wins
is the one who thinks he can.